Okay, this is a fun one too. This is what it's going to look like when it's all finished. And again, you could use a picture of your dog, of your cat, of your parakeets, of your birds, of flowers. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I know there's some gardeners out there. I am not anywhere close to being a gardener, but maybe you take pictures of your flowers and do something cool like this. I just thought of that now. That would be fantastic. So let's start from scratch. I'm going to open up the original photo, and remember, you always want to go file and save right off the bat and just save it as a copy. I'm not going to do that here. Well, I probably will just in case I mess up. Let's just do copy. I'm going to do that at the end. You don't have to do it my way. Hold on, let me just do it all lower because that, I don't know why, I just always do lowercase. And then I'm going to go in, let's just say I want this to be a 12 by 12, so I'm going to go back and get my crop tool. I'm going to do it at 12 by 12 150 because I don't want any problems with my computer. I'm going to do her offset just a little bit. Remember, I don't know if you've taken my class where I kind of like things a little bit off to the side. And now we can go into the guided section. This one's going to be found under special edits. This is the only one that does not have it in version 15 or below, okay? So you won't see this oops, I forgot to tell you what it's called. It's called watercolor effect. It was down at the bottom of special edits. Now, here are 3 different options here. I put in my little cheat sheet here which one I used so that you would remember, but it really depends on your photo. You might like effect number 1. So let's just look at effect number 1 and see how it affects this photo. I didn't particularly like that, but you might like it. Let's go to effect number 2. I wanted it to be more artsy. So let's see what happens when we go to effect number 2. Now here's the cool part. You still can go down to watercolor paper and choose a watercolor paper. So don't get stuck on just using that effect alone. You can go down here and pick some different papers once you pick the effect. And you know, I didn't see this. I mean, I did see this, but I didn't try this on this photo. I used effect number 3, but I think this is pretty cool. And once you pick the paper, you can also take down the opacity to have some of the other stuff showing through from the effect. But I think I like it at full force. So let me see if I can't go up to effect number 3. And then I'm going to go down to the watercolor paper, because remember, it's not done yet. You have to put the paper to it. And then I'm going to put the paper to it. And I like that one actually. Let me just look here. Which one did I pick? I picked the second watercolor paper. I picked this one. So that we'll use there. And you can add some canvas texture to this if you want to. I'm not going to because I don't really want it to be canvas-like looking. And you can add your text here, but I don't like to use my text. I don't like to add the text in this mode because it doesn't put it on a separate layer. Does that make sense? So in the guided section, if it ever asks you for text or type, I usually don't do that because I want to go into the expert mode and I want to have layers. If you don't, I think, well, it might give you layers, but I just don't usually do it that way. So let's go to next. Here it is again. Would you like to do what next? Save it, save as, continue editing in quick mode, in expert mode. Let's go with expert mode. Now it takes us back here. Look at all these layers that you have. Now, if you're an expert at this or even an intermediate user, you can go in there and paddle around with all these layers.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that quick Sunday snippet. And I don't know about you, but I actually love the guided section. Now, when I first started using Photoshop Elements, I didn't go into the guided section that much, but as they continue to add on new things, I think that it is very, very quick and easy. And I think those of you who are beginners, because I know there are a lot of new members right now, you can check out that guided section and it just walks you straight through it. Another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you watch the introduction, intermediate, and the advanced classes before you step into the members only classes. And you can find those inside the membership area right off the bat, right here. Let me just kind of zoom in a little bit. It says Photoshop Elements Introduction, Intermediate, and Advanced. And this is the cool thing about our new membership. You can do searches. So if you go up in the upper right hand corner, you can click on search. And let's just say you want to find that class that we were just brought in a little snippet from. I can click and go into guided, and it's going to pull up all of the guided classes. So I have to hit the enter key. Using the guided mode to create DigiScrap layouts with Michelle. That's the class from the snippet there. And you can find out how to do the rest of that. Let me just see if I can find the mile marker, as I call it. So the one we just did, it's right at about 25-ish. And it will show you then how you can add the text to it. I don't know if I put, yeah, I put some kind of a border there as well. So you can find the whole entire class under that guided mode to create DigiScrap layouts with Michelle. Hope you enjoyed this short snippet, and if you do create something as far as like a watercolor effect, go ahead and post it inside of the photo editing and DigiScrap community. I would love to see your work. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.